Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Penelope Poppy Nozawa warned Katie Logan that she hasn't given up on Bill Spencer. It seems Katie and Bill are getting close to reuniting. Poppy hasn't been seen lately, but could she end up making a sinful alliance with Sheila Carter Sharp? Will Sheila help Poppy destroy BTIE so she can get another chance with Bill? Keep reading and let's talk about what could happen next in the CBS soap opera. B&B spoilers reveal that Luna Nozawa was arrested. Luna drugged and held Steffi Forrester Finnegan in a cage. Luna also killed her good friend, Paul Hollis Hollister, as well as her possible bio-dad, Tom Starr. Luna also planted some inappropriate kisses on her non-dad's lips. After Luna's arrest, Poppy and Bill faced each other. Poppy has been staying with her sister, Lee Finnegan. While Poppy and Bill don't see a way to be together right now, she did give Katie a warning. Poppy addressed Katie wasting no time getting closer to Bill while Poppy was in jail. Then Poppy warned Katie that just because she's moved out doesn't mean she's giving up on Bill. Poppy seems like the type of lady who means what she says when it's in that tone. Poppy definitely meant what she said to Katie. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Bill is currently trying to get Katie to reunite as a family. Bill wants to be together with Katie and Will Spencer. Katie admitted to Will that she's drawn to the idea of reuniting as a family. However, Will urged Katie to reconsider. Will loves his father, but also knows he always hurts Katie. Sheila has been a good girl for a while now. Sheila is way overdue to do some scheming and shenanigans. Could Poppy be at Il Giardino when she spots Katie and Bill together? Will Sheila notice the jealous leer and approach Poppy? Remember, Bill faked being in love with Sheila to get murder confessions. Sheila never did get revenge for that. While Poppy has heard about Sheila, she could go ahead with the risky alliance. If Sheila and Poppy partner up, then what does that mean for Bill and Katie's future? Could Sheila end up losing Deacon Sharp? Poppy Ward stood by the expansive window of her luxurious penthouse, gazing out over the Los Angeles skyline. Her perfectly manicured fingers drummed rhythmically on the cool glass, her mind racing with the whirlwind of secrets she had become tangled in. Poppy was used to walking the line between ambition and ethics, but this time she had crossed it. Deep down, she knew there would be consequences. It had all started innocently enough. A chance meeting with Sheila Carter at an exclusive gala several weeks ago. Sheila, infamous for her manipulative schemes, had been a looming presence in Poppy's life ever since she had returned to Lay. No one who knew Sheila could forget her ruthless nature, her ability to twist the truth to her advantage, or her countless vendettas. Sheila had always been a force to be reckoned with, but now Poppy had unwittingly become a pawn in her latest ploy. Poppy wasn't one to fall for Sheila's tricks easily. She was sharp, strategic, and had learned from the best in the cutthroat fashion industry. Yet Sheila had something Poppy desperately needed, a secret that could unravel everything if it came to light. Sheila had promised Poppy that as long as she cooperated, her darkest secret would remain buried. The idea of blackmail had turned Poppy's stomach at first, but soon she realized the sinister power Sheila wielded. It was a power she could use to her advantage, and that was where everything had gone wrong. Poppy had always wanted to make a name for herself in LA society. Being the top influencer wasn't enough for her. She craved influence over people, over powerful families like the Forresters and the Spencers. And now, with Sheila's guidance, she was on the cusp of gaining that influence. The plan: disrupt Bill Spencer's fragile reunion with Katie Logan, using her charm and Sheila's insider information to cause chaos. Bill and Katie had been through more ups and downs than most couples, yet recently they had started to rebuild their relationship. Bill, the ruthless mogul with a soft spot for Katie, had realized that no other woman in his life could match her strength, compassion, and understanding. Katie, after years of emotional turmoil, was beginning to believe in Bill again, believing in the family they could rebuild with their son, Will. But Poppy knew the truth. Trust was a fragile thing, and even the smallest crack could cause it to shatter. Sheila had laid out the plan with clinical precision. Poppy was to insinuate herself into Katie's life, posing as a new friend and confidant. She was to plant seeds of doubt, suggesting that Bill's commitment was wavering. It wasn't hard to make Katie question Bill's loyalty, considering his checkered past. Sheila provided Poppy with key details about Bill's recent interactions with Brooke and other women from his past, twisting them just enough to make them look suspicious. With Sheila's information, Poppy started to weave her web. She arranged to bump into Katie at a high-end charity event, flashing her signature smile and quickly engaging her in conversation. Katie, ever the gracious socialite, welcomed the connection, unaware of the storm Poppy was about to unleash. "Oh, Katie, I've heard so much about you," Poppy cooed, her voice dripping with fake sincerity. "Bill talks about you all the time. It's clear you two have such a strong bond." Katie smiled, but Poppy could see the faint flicker of uncertainty in her eyes. She knew just how to fan those flames. "I ran into Bill last week at Il Giardino," Poppy continued casually, swirling her glass of wine. "He was having lunch with Brooke, and they seemed so close. I didn't want to pry, but it did make me wonder." Katie's smile faltered for a moment before she quickly recovered. "Brooke and Bill have a complicated history, but that's in the past." Poppy nodded sympathetically, but she could see her words had hit their mark. The cracks were forming, just as Sheila had predicted. Behind the scenes, Sheila was pulling the strings with masterful precision. She had long harbored her own vendetta against Bill Spencer, believing that his influence over the Forrester family, and particularly his connection with Steffi, threatened her own plans. Sheila knew that a fractured relationship between Bill and Katie would leave Bill vulnerable, distracted, and open to manipulation. As Poppy continued to work her way into Katie's inner circle, she began feeding her more half-truths and twisted rumors. Every time Katie expressed doubt about Bill's fidelity, Poppy was there to fan the flames, offering her support while secretly stoking the fires of insecurity. Sheila's plan was working better than either of them could have imagined. But as Poppy carried out Sheila's bidding, she couldn't shake the growing sense of guilt that gnawed at her. Katie wasn't just some socialite to be manipulated. She was a kind, loving mother who had been through more heartbreak than most. Poppy had never intended to hurt her, but the alliance she had made with Sheila had taken on a life of its own. Sheila's grip on her was tightening with each passing day, and Poppy began to wonder if she had made a deal with the devil. Meanwhile, Bill sensed the tension building between him and Katie. He couldn't understand why Katie had grown distant, why she seemed to be second-guessing every decision he made. He had tried to prove his love to her, to show her that he was committed to making things work, but something was amiss. Every time he thought they were moving forward, something pulled them back. It wasn't long before Bill began to suspect that someone was actively working against their reconciliation. Poppy knew the game was about to reach its climax. She had Sheila breathing down her neck, pressuring her to push Katie over the edge, to get her to leave Bill once and for all. But Poppy was beginning to question whether she had the stomach for it. She hadn't expected the weight of her actions to feel so heavy, and the thought of destroying Katie's happiness made her feel sick to her core. As Poppy stood by the window of her penthouse, staring out into the twinkling lights of Los Angeles, she made a decision. She couldn't go through with Sheila's plan. She wouldn't be the one to ruin Bill and Katie's reunion. But breaking free from Sheila's clutches wouldn't be easy. Sheila was not the kind of woman who forgave betrayal. Poppy took a deep breath, knowing that confronting Sheila would come at a cost. But she was willing to pay the price. She had made a sinful alliance, and now it was time to undo the damage before it was too late. Tomorrow, she would meet with Bill, expose the truth, and hope that somehow she could find redemption.